Alam niyo po, marami akong pwedeng batiin sa umagang ito because this hall is filled with VIPs. But I will only greet 3. I think they are the real VIPs. I wish to greet Marlon from the Iligan National City School of Fisheries. I wish to extend a special greeting to Lynn Joy, Grade 9 from Impasugong National High School. And a special greeting to Marian from Kling National High School, Sarabani. Sa pinakadami po ng mga tao dito, I feel very, very, very proud of Marlon, Lynn Joy, and Marian. When I was listening to them, I told myself, if they can speak in such a convincing manner before all of us here, then there must be something good happening in education. And I wish to extend a special award to the 3 by offering you a scholarship in college. Maghahanap po kami, kahit saan niyo gusto, we will use our power of influence because I think the 3 of them deserve our full support. Hindi na po natin kailangang humanap ng inspirasyon. I think in recent memory, this is also one of the best K-12 events I have ever witnessed because our speakers spoke from the reality of what is happening in their areas. It's difficult to explain what K-12 is because it is a program that is comprehensive and wide in its reforms and covers almost every particle area that DepEd and education looks at. There are many features and aspects of K-12 that covers almost the entirety of our own lives. And therefore, the best explanation of K-12 are from people who know and have gone through the program. But sometimes in explaining K-12, we look at it only as a national program. One of the privileges I have gone through in DepEd over the past 5 years is the special privilege of being invited and visiting at least 500 schools nationwide and many schools here in Mindanao. Hindi po ako taga Mindanao. Minsan lang po ako napapadaan sa Mindanao in my earlier reincarnation. But because of DepEd, I have had so many visits to Mindanao. All the way to Tawi-Tawi and all the way to many small villages. Some of them we have to walk, take a boat, almost walking 6 hours before we can reach those schools. Every time I come from Mindanao, I go back home and tell myself what a blessed country Mindanao is. Beautiful with its natural resources, but more beautiful with its people. Our Bangsamoro, our Lumads, and those who have settled here in Mindanao over the past decades. But I will be the first to admit that I know very little about Mindanao. With such a blessed land, I think part of the pain in my heart is the fact that very few people actually know about Mindanao, myself included. I feel a lot of pain when I read our national dailies or listen to commentators, television, radio, or our legislators debating about Mindanao who have never ever set foot in this beautiful land called Mindanao. And so I always thought that if we were to push for any educational reform, it must be a reform that is grounded on the people, the land, the cultures, as well as the experience of you who have lived here in the blessed land of Mindanao. K-12 is not just a national educational reform program. This gathering must remind us that this reform must be so grounded, anchored on the hopes, the dreams, the challenges that you in Mindanao face. We started with the mother tongue multilingual education. You must welcome our young 5-year-olds to kinder, to grade 1, 2, 3, using that mother tongue that they speak at home. That is where your culture begins, and that is the best place for education to start. It is part of our belief in DepEd that our teaching of all the subject areas, history, values, science, mathematics, must be localized. Before you teach them about our national heroes, you must teach them first about those valiant forebears who fought many of the colonizers, who never set foot on Mindanao because of the bravery of many of your local heroes. They must come first before you teach them our national history. The K-12 reform must allow our teachers in Araling Panlipunan, our supervisors, to rewrite the history of Mindanao, not from the perspective of colonizers or people from the dominant classes who have entered Mindanao, but from the perspective of those who were born, who grew in, and who know the lay of the land here in the various regions of Mindanao. If we will only implement K-12 based on a national curriculum, we would be doing ourselves a disservice. It is the time for educators and all stakeholders here in Mindanao to rewrite your stories. Tell us in Luzon, in the Visayas, tell us in the whole world that there is a beautiful story yet to be told about Mindanao. One of the pains that I experienced is hearing about and seeing that part of that story of Mindanao is colored by blood-red colors of violence, hatred, and lack of tolerance of the different faith traditions, as well as cultures that we find here. I think part of this reform will have to deal with a sense of pride in our identity, but also a recognition that those who do not share the same language and culture are also Filipinos, brothers and sisters, and we can live with them and share many ideals even if we come from different faith traditions and cultures. As part of DepEd's contribution to recreating and rewriting the story of Mindanao, we felt it was important to push for an education that is grounded on the dignity of labor. That people who use their hands are people also of dignity. And while they are workers, They can speak also in front of a big crowd here in this atrium because they know where they stand. In Mindanao, in the next 2 years, we will be welcoming at least 260,000 senior high school students for grade 11 and another 260,000 for grade 12 in 2 years' time. Because of this, DepEd alone will be establishing 1,500 plus senior high schools, and we have given permits for senior high schools in private institutions, SUCs, and LUCs to complement the DepEd programs. 6,000 to 7,000 classrooms will be built all over the different regions of Mindanao, and every municipality, even the smallest, will surely have a senior high school. The bigger municipalities and cities, of course, will have catchment areas for the many students who will go from grade 10 to grade 11. We will be hiring by next year at least 10,000 teachers here in Mindanao. Teachers who will be teaching the new batch of senior high school graduate students beginning June 2016. Part of our great challenge as we embark on this last mile of the K-12 reform is the challenge to make sure that no Mindanaoan is ever left behind. This is my appeal, my assignment to all of you who come here to celebrate. Do you know of any Mindanaoan who has not finished elementary or high school? Are you a barangay kagawad? Or a municipal board member? Or a mayor? May we request you to come up with a listing of all those among your constituents who have not yet had the opportunity to study. Are they in prison? We have an house program for those in detention centers. Are they married and have not bothered to finish high school or a TESDA course? DepEd is willing to provide them with mobile teachers, go from house to house, and allow them a reference so that we could take up a TESDA course in the future. Do you have someone who is physically disabled? Do you have someone in a very far community who is not yet studying? Maybe a street child who refuses to go to school. It is our dream, and hopefully yours also, that we can reach out to them. Ang assignment po namin, paki-text lang po ang your friendly DepEd teacher, superintendent, or regional director. Give the name, address, and we will reach out and create a program for all of them. Palagay ko po, kaya ng Mindanao na sabihin, wala kaming OSY sa aming barangay. Walang Mindanaoan na bobo. Lahat kami nakapag-aral. Nahanapan namin ng akmang programa para sa bawat isa. Lahat ng taga-Mindanao nakatapos ng high school. A great Muslim leader said that the jihad that is featured and determined by war and violence is ended. And the new jihad today is a jihad of education. A war against ignorance, against poverty, and against non-tolerance. Today, we ask all of you to join us in this last mile of the Department of Education. Rewrite Mindanao's story and create a new environment where everyone has a chance in life. Sabi ko po in one gathering, and this is my ending, Sa DepEd po, napakadaming challenges. And when we started in DepEd many years ago, yung palaging news, taon-taon, pare-pareho na lang ang problema sa DepEd. Kulang sa classroom, kulang sa teachers, kulang sa lahat na kulang. Palagi ko hindi po mawawala yung mga challenges that we will face every day. And we have to keep addressing every single one of those. But one of the worst things that can ever happen to us is when we say there is no more hope. When we say we cannot do anything. When we say everything is the same, we cannot move forward. I can see the last mile. We can all move forward. We can change the story and the face of Mindanao. We must start with ourselves. And I think in the next year or two, part of my hope and prayer is that Mindanao will lead the way and tell us where Mindanao goes. That is where the rest of the Philippines will also go. If Mindanao progresses, the Philippines will progress. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Tinitimanaan po namin ang inyong leadership, and we ask that in the next decade, Mindanao should lead and tell us how to be true Filipinos. Mayong buntag sa tanan.